Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a first impressions wear test on my new Sonia Kashuk Satin Matte Foundation. I just picked this up the other day at Target and I am really excited to try it. I've tried it one time already, but I only wore it for a couple hours, so I didn't really get a feel for the actual longevity and the wear of the foundation, so I wanted to do this video to see how it goes. So obviously I am still in my sweats, well, my comfy sweats. I have comfy sweats and I have cute sweats. These are my comfy sweats because it is 6:50 in the morning. I chose today to do this video because I have work at 8 in the morning and then I go between work and class until 8:30 at night. With only 2 1-hour breaks in between, and then I also go to the gym after class and I don't get back until 9:30. So I figured that today was going to be a good day to put the longevity of this foundation to the test. So let's just stop blabbing and go ahead and apply this foundation. Alrighty, so I already primed with some Fix Plus and then a little bit of my Makeup Forever primer. So now I'm just going to go ahead and shake this bottle a little bit, and I'm in the shade, I believe, Vanilla 2. I was hoping to get Vanilla 1 or whatever the number 1, the lightest shade is, but hopefully this will work. Hopefully it doesn't oxidize too much. So I'm just going to pump this on the back of my hand. I did like a 1.5 pumps, and right now it's looking like a good mix between, like, actually this sort of feels like my L'Oreal True Match, which is interesting because this is supposed to be matte, so I guess we'll see. The only thing that I don't like already is the smell. It's a little bit painty for me. Like, it smells like a painted house. So I'm not a huge fan of it right now, but you know what? If it gives me good coverage and makes my skin look good, then I can handle a little bit of a scent. Okay, so my first reaction to this is that it's looking pretty dewy for a matte foundation. However, I know that it is a satin matte, so I'm hoping that it dries down a little bit more. It would be amazing if this was giving me a little dew while still controlling my oils, like just a little dew, not so much like L'Oreal True Match Lumi dew, but just a hint. But so far I really like this. I feel like the coverage was really good. I did have to put a little bit extra on my cheeks, but that's okay. And I feel like the color is actually pretty good for me. Yeah, I like this. So I'm just going to go ahead, finish up the rest of my makeup, change into some fancy sweats, and then I will be right back to show you what today's look was going to be. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. I know it doesn't look like much, but like I said, today is my super crazy busy day, so I like to just keep it nice and natural, nice and fresh looking. So I just did a little bit of bronzer, a little bit of a highlight that I'm testing, some brows, mascara, some lip gloss, you know, just the basics. So yeah, so far I really like it. The foundation, I feel like all the products glided really beautifully on top of it. And I did set with powder though, per usual, just because that's what I normally do. So I feel like if I didn't do that, then maybe I wouldn't get as accurate of results. So I just went ahead and set that, and it looks really pretty. I mean, like, the color is good and it just looks like a very pretty natural finish, and I love it. So I thought that I would read off some of the description, and so we can look back and see if the foundation actually did what it claims to do. So it says it's an anti-aging formula, perfect for oily and combination skin types, medium to full coverage. I would not call this medium to full coverage. I would call this light to medium coverage. Like, I can still see little bumps. I can still see my pores, which I know full coverage won't take away, but I could see less of them if it was full coverage. This is definitely light to medium for me, maybe a little bit more on the medium side. But then again, I didn't put on as much as I guess you could, so maybe full coverage is there when you are building it. So that could be it too. Shine free and silky smooth. It does feel very nice, very skin-like. Creamy yet lightweight. I would agree with that. I feel like it's very lightweight. I don't really feel like I'm wearing foundation. It's very, very pretty. Let's see. Delivers a flawless looking skin with matte but not flat finish. I would agree with that as of right now. It looks matte, but I don't look flat. So I guess this description is 100% correct in that regard. This foundation is infused with blue lotus, daisy flower, and mallow extracts to nourish, protect, and brighten dull skin. So I mean, this sounds like a really great foundation. I'm just hoping that it lasts up to expectations, and they're pretty high. Like, I'm really excited about this foundation. So right now it is 7:11 in the morning, and I will come back and check in with you on one of my breaks. So in the meantime, I will post a picture of what my skin looks like in natural lighting, and then like I said, I'll come back and we will compare again. So I will see you in a bit. Bye guys! Okay, so I just got back from my morning classes. It's about 2 o'clock right now. Actually, it's 2 o'clock on the dot right now. And so far, so good with this foundation. I'm not sure if you can tell because of the lighting in my room, so I will insert another picture for you. But the foundation looks pretty good. Like, I look glowy and healthy. There are a couple spots that look a little oily, like my nose I can just feel is a little oily. The color did oxidize a little bit, but it's nothing too extreme as of right now. I feel like it's giving me a nice hydrated dewy look, so I'm really happy about that. And yeah, other than that, I don't really have any complaints other than my nose being a little oily and the color oxidizing just a smidge. My forehead does look a little oily and it feels a little oily, but I'm not gonna blot or apply powder just yet. I want to see how this wears all day without me touching it. So again, it is 2 o'clock, so I will check back in with you in a couple more hours and we'll see what my final thoughts are for this foundation. So I will see you in a couple hours. Okay, so it's now about 7:30 at night and I am feeling a little bit under the weather. I don't know if you can hear my voice quite yet, but I'm ready just to go ahead and take my makeup off and call it a night. So I thought that I would come back on here, even though it's a little bit earlier than I was planning on coming on for the last time, but that's okay. It's only 2 hours. It's not going to make that much of a difference. So, overall thoughts, I'm really happy with how this foundation looks. It doesn't make me too matte. It doesn't look like I'm dry. It doesn't cling to any dry patches. There's only 2 things that I really disliked about this foundation. It's not really even that big of a deal. The first one is that my nose is a little bit more oily. Like, usually the sides of my nose get pretty oily, but the top of my nose is actually pretty oily. But it's not super visible with the foundation on, so it's not even that big of a deal. It's just sort of one of those things that I can feel, so it just feels a little strange. But like I said, you can't really even see it in person, so it's not that big of a deal. And the other thing was that it did oxidize a little bit, and in the natural light, I'll insert another picture from like right now, and I just feel like I look a little yellow, which I mean is not bad. I could look Oompa Loompa orange, so it's better than that. But yeah, I just wish that it didn't oxidize at all, but I know you can't really, it's out of my control. But yeah, and overall, like I said earlier, I was hoping to get the lightest shade, but even using this number 2 vanilla, it's working fine for me, and that's usually pretty tough. I usually need the lightest shade or else it's just like a no-go for me. But overall, I love this, and I am obsessed with the packaging. Like, if you guys can see this in the light, just this matte black here is just so attractive to me, and like her name on the lid, and just the beautiful, you can just see the gradient like ombre effect of the bottle meeting with the foundation. It's just beautiful, and it's very lightweight. It feels durable. I love this little gold seal that she has here with her initials. There we go. Now you can see it with her initials. It's just so beautiful. The packaging is so great. The formula is great, and I can just tell that she put in a lot of effort when designing this foundation. I love the product. I am so happy that I tried it. I will definitely be trying this more, and I'm thinking maybe I'll try a little bit less next time and see if that oxidizes less. It just seemed to be like in my jawline and on my chin. Like my forehead looked fine, my nose looks fine. It's just right here that's a little darker. So I'm thinking maybe I applied too much right here. But either way, I'm going to keep wearing this foundation. I am so obsessed with it, and I'm planning on making a blog post comparing this foundation to some of my other favorites. So make sure you check that out as well, and I will leave my blog information down below. I'll leave my Twitter, and like I said, my Instagram. All of that stuff will be down below for you so that you can check it out and give me a follow. So that is all, and again, thank you so much for watching. I highly recommend this foundation. It was $13 at Target, and honestly, worth it. It's kind of expensive for a drugstore foundation, but so good. I'm really, really, really happy. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.